always tell people I respect women because women are a bit different from men. One thing I've learned about women is women have this thing where their mood can change any time of the day. Their mood is always swinging. Have you ever texted your loved one or your partner? You haven't seen them in a while, and you text them in the morning, 7 a.m. in the morning. You're like, hey, babe, I feel like it's been a long time. Can I see you tonight? And then, you know, ladies, when you send that message to your guy, immediately, blue tick. Immediate. Those are the messages men like, blue. But you ask him for money, he will not see that message. You'll see him updating the status, but he will never see that message. But just tell him, babe, I'd like to see you tonight. He will immediately, you will see typing. Like, yes, of course, I'm available. I am very... Where? I was like, can I come to your place? Perfect. When you agree on that plan, here's the thing. For men, no matter what happens during that day between 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., you will see him. He has made up his mind. For women, anything can happen and the plan changes. You agree 7 a.m. that you're meeting her at 9, 1 p.m., she goes to the town to buy something, and maybe she gets an accident or she loses or somebody steals her bag. Immediately her mood goes. She will call you, she's like, hi babe, like, how far? Every man has asked that question. Where have you reached? Where? I said, no babe, I've actually called you to tell you I'm not okay. I said, no, be okay. I said, no, honestly, like the mood, I don't feel it. Like, no, keep the mood, baby, keep. Like really, it's a bad day. Somebody grabbed my bag and I don't know. I think let's do Monday. Hey, Monday is far. Yet it is Sunday. Monday is very far. And the mood is gone. But men, let me tell you, men, no matter what happens, there could be an earthquake. There could be war. There could be floods. That man will see you. Those are the people you see in riots moving towards the police. They're like, boss, where are you going? I have a meeting. He knows what he's going for. He could literally have an accident. A man can have an accident. He's coming to see you, and then on the way he gets an accident, and they take him to the emergency room, and the doctors call you because your number is the last number. And they're like, hello, who are we talking to? Like, my name is Sheila. Why do you have my boyfriend's number? Like, we have him here at the emergency room. He got an accident. Could you please come? And then you come rushing. In your mind, you think the program is off. You don't know men. You arrive at the emergency room, the nurses call you, they're like, Sheila, yes, please come. So John has a problem, he got an accident, but you can see the doctor. You go to the doctor briefs you about how serious the issue is. Like, yes, it's really bad. It's really bad. We need to take him for surgery, you know. The accident, all the muscles of the leg are torn, the bones, we don't know. We need, what's your blood group? AB, okay, we need somebody with O+, because we need to put blood and everything. But I think if you could see him before he goes for surgery, that would be good. So you walk in all sympathetic, you think the program is off. You go next to the bed, you're like, babe, this is really bad. It's a small issue, it's just a few scratches, I'm okay. Say, but they told me that all the muscles are torn. Say, yeah, the muscles are torn, but this one is still... The main muscle is okay. Those are the men you see limping out of the hospital. Just, they're like, where are you going? I have a meeting, Those are men who are focused. Women are just different. But I always tell women, and not just women, everyone, please marry someone who is beautiful, someone who is handsome, you know. Because it's easy to introduce them to your friends. Have you noticed? Ladies know what I'm talking about. You want to brag about your man, but you can't show people his photo. They're like, guys, he's really nice. Like, do you have a photo? He doesn't post a lot. You know why he doesn't post a lot. Because when your partner is beautiful or handsome, it's easy, you know. You can try to hide them from people, but one day, you'll bump into your friend on the way. You're just walking on the street with your girlfriend, and then you see somebody you went with to school. As you're walking, you're like, hey! Peter, how are you? Said you okay? Hey! This must be the one. And by the way, let me tell you, men, this is what I tell people. Always try to meet your friends when they are sober. Because when people are sober, they will lie to you just to accommodate your feelings. He knows that your woman is ugly. But he will not say it. You meet him in the afternoon, he's over there, hey! This must be madam. He said, yeah, this is the lady I was telling you. This is Jennifer. Jennifer, why don't you go for Miss World? You are the beautiful. When are you marrying her? Marry her before men see her. This is a treasure. And you also there saying, I marry. Hey, please, this is beautiful. Because he's sober. Meet the same guy, 2 a.m. in the club. You're in the club with your woman, you're having fun, and then you didn't know he's also there. As he's walking by, he says, Peter, you are here. Said, yeah, I'm here. You remember, hey, why do you move with your grandmother at night? You're like, no, this is Jennifer. I don't know who she is. Now you have to remind him, no, the one we met last time. Said, as long as you're happy. If she gives you a peace of mind, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think you're the only beholder, but who am I to judge you? Get a partner who is nice looking, because at the end of the day, you get children, and the children don't get beautiful by mistake. No, it is genetics. So every time you're picking someone to have a relationship with, just know you're choosing the future of your children. I have seen, I don't believe in this statement. People say, no, all babies are beautiful. It's a lie. There are babies I have seen. I'm traumatized. Not all babies. My neighbor recently gave birth. Jesus! Have you ever seen, you've seen a 1 week, a child is 1 week. But the child looks like he hasn't paid rent for 4 months. The baby looks stressed. And a lot of people ask me that, Okello, how do you know if your baby is beautiful? Let me tell you. When your friends come to visit you, if they don't ask for the baby, there's a high chance. Because when your baby is beautiful, they are the ones who bring up the topic. Like people come to visit, like, guys, thank you for coming. So the football game is about to begin, but I think let me give you guys some tea. They're like, yeah. And as you're bringing the tea, they're like, hey, can you bring the baby? We want to see the baby. They're like, no, the baby is sleeping. No, you let me. Now they insist you bring the baby, then they are all playful with the child, But the day you're when your baby is ugly, it is you to tell them you have a child. Because you'll bring tea, you're like, guys, let me bring some tea. They're like, yeah, you bring tea leaves and sugar. Then as you're bringing, then they are talking, they start discussing politics. They're like, but I don't know this time. I don't really think the prime minister has done much. With this man, he was very corrupt. We cannot allow. Then it is you to now bring, you're like, hey, by the way, can I bring the baby? They're like, no, babies have to rest. Let the child sleep. It's good for the development of the brain. You're like, no, but you guys haven't seen. No, we have had stories. You can't. You have to insist and force your child on people. Now you bring the baby, they hold the baby. And when they hold the baby, you can tell. Because when your baby is beautiful, people play with the face. And they talk about the face. So like, oh. They start singing for the baby songs. Oh, kuchi, kuchi, ah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, and those babies also know they are beautiful. They're always smiling. They are playful. They know. And then they start talking about the face of the baby, like, oh my God. Oh, Jacqueline, her eyes. These are your eyes. Copy and paste. Oh, look at the lips. They only talk about nice parts. By the way, why? I have a complaint. God is very funny. Why is it that every nice part of the child is for the mother? Fathers, we take weird parts. I don't know why. The eyes are for the mother, the cheeks, oh, the lips, oh my God, Jackie, these are your lips. Then eventually they say, the toenails are for the father. The elbow is yours, Brian, the elbow, copy and paste. But see, when your baby is beautiful, people talk about the face, the lips, the cheeks, everything. But let me tell you, when your baby is ugly, it is you to force them to talk about the face. Somebody holds your baby and the baby looks at you as if he met you somewhere. You try smiling, and like, what what have I done to you? Nobody talks about the face. It is you to keep asking them, have you guys seen the eyes? Yeah, he has 2 eyes. One on the left, one on the right. They're like, yeah, even the eyelashes and what? Yeah, they're available. We can see. Yeah. But his back is very strong. Eh? He will manage Africa.